Hello, my friends. How you doing? Martin right here. Just gonna do a. I'm gonna replace a pulley on my truck. It was making a lot of noise, and have been making a lot of noise for a while. And I'm sorry, I should have recorded it, but it was a weird noise first, like something was grinding a little bit, but it was very small. And I couldn't pinpoint where the problem was. So I was like, well, eventually it's gonna get stronger, whatever it is, it's gonna break down, right? And it finally happened. Yesterday I took it I was driving, and then I heard like a clunking, kind of like grinding noise. And I checked this morning, and it was a pulley. The pulley was very loose already. And then like I had to go do something, so I took the car anyways. And on my way back, it dropped my battery icon came on, and that means if the battery icon comes on, that means your belt probably fell somehow, either a pulley, the tensioner, or it busted. You know, you got to be careful with this. Like you don't want to be stranded with these. And like if it's a very hot day, one time my belt snapped, and it actually broke it cracked the how you call it, the radiator, like right here where the hoses are at. It snapped. It was so much pressure because it was hot. Sorry. So if this happened to you, I'm just gonna show you the belt real quick. And it's in decent shape, but I can see some cracks there now. And when you have that, if you're gonna do this anything with the belt, I suggest just change it. Don't get to that point when it's just cracked like that, because like I said, it might wear off more, or a pulley might get like more resistance, and the belt's just gonna crack. So I'm gonna replace the belt, and this is right here what I'm gonna have access to, what I'm trying to replace right here. This pulley, I believe, is the serpentine belt, the serpentine idler pulley. And look, it was completely gone, man. You can see the little bearing inside. It's already like in pretty bad shape. So a lot of people, sometimes every time you work on the pulleys, a lot of people remove the wheel, you know, the tire, all of that stuff. And sometimes I do too, but this time, like, just by removing this mud cover right here, and just like pretty simple. See, mine doesn't even have the bolts to hold it back. It had like a little these zip ties, you know. But yeah, I just pretty much remove a few bolts, like maybe four, like this. Mine had this one right here. Sometimes has these screws, whatever. So if you remove, this is for a 2008 Ford Escape, by the way. And just by removing that, you come down here and you have access to all of these right here. You see, a decent room to work with once you remove that plastic. And this is what I'm gonna have to take off right here. I'm just gonna find let me see what I'm gonna need to remove that one right there. Pause the video. Yeah, I have the glove. All right, I'm back here, and I'm gonna use this ratchet right here. This is a 13 millimeter. Let's see. Oh yeah, that was easy. Okay, I'm back. The phone was overheating for some reason, and it wouldn't let me keep recording, you know. I'm using my flashlight to. Oh, there you go. There's plenty of light. Anyways, we're gonna do this. That 10mm ratchet work. Let me see. I'm gonna use it again. It's not, I don't know if no, it's not even. And this thing is sharp. This right here, that little plate. Make sure you use gloves or something, because like I'm doing. And I always keep wondering what this sound was. I bought this truck like maybe 6-7 months ago, and since I bought it, it had that noise. And even somebody was saying it's the differential or something like that, but I'm assuming that only applies to like 4x4 vehicles. I'm not sure. All these are hot to the touch. My hand's touching it right there. So if you're gonna work on this or you have time, let it cool down, you know. By the way, the truck is on ramps. This gives you plenty of work to work with this. Okay, there it is. This part that is broken from all that grinding. A bolt that I'm gonna need probably, or maybe I get another one. This is part of the. Wow. This one has little, I don't know how you call those, but like there's a lot of little, look like little metal balls. I forgot. Oh man, look at this. It's only, what is this? Is this gonna come off? Oh yeah, it came off. This is part of the pulley right here. Let me remove the zoom. And I'm sorry, like I have the gloves and it's hard for the phone to detect that. So this has to be in the middle. The bearing is inside. It's part of the bearing, and the components of the bearing just, you know, the bearing has like little marbles like of metal. And those are gone. So this one was pretty much holding on by this now. But once that fell, everything, the belt just fell off the system here. So all of these stopped working, and this happened like about 7 minutes away from the house. So I drove it home like that because it still turns on and it still moves. But none of this is gonna work. None of the accessories are gonna work. The AC is not gonna work. The battery is gonna show the battery because the alternator is not working no more, so it's not producing energy. So your battery starts dying right away. You know, when the truck detects that this is not spinning, this is not charging no more, you're gonna get a battery icon. So you always get a battery icon on the car, and you're driving. Keep in mind it might be a belt. That sometimes the tensioners break, and the belt becomes loose and then just falls off. So that's always a sign. Luckily with this one, the fans are automatic. They're electric. They don't depend on the belt. But if your fans depend on the belt, your car's gonna get hot. So this is not recommended to drive it like that. You cannot drive it long, just pretty much to move it away from traffic, you know. In this case, I was like, well, I'm 5 minutes away, I'm gonna try to take it home, and I drove it home. But you gotta be careful because like I don't know where the water pump, the water pump is on the other side. I think the water pump has its own belt, but because the car didn't overheat. I drove it like 5 minutes and it didn't overheat. But I was thinking like, well, I don't know why. Maybe it's not gonna detect the temperature because the water's not circulating. But I think on the other side I have the water pump, if I'm not mistaken. And this, there it is. All the pieces that fell. Yeah, this right here, this belt right here, I'm not really sure what does it work with. No, I'm not sure it's not spinning. It's probably part of this. No, it's not part of those belts. It's like the timing. It works with the timing. I don't know where the water pump is for this truck, to be honest. But it's not down here. Anyways, guys. I'm gonna go to the auto parts, get that, the pulley, and another belt. In case I don't have anything, I might use this one. This was still decent, but like I said, when that happens, I recommend for you, the belt's already like almost broken or like already wearing off, just replace it. You know, it's wearing off, just replace it and have that peace of mind that is gonna last you for a longer time. Because one time I always kept taking my truck to get service checked and everything. They never inspected the belt, and one time we were coming from a long trip from Mexico. Actually, we were at the border. We were stuck there like for about an hour, and then I started hearing a noise, and it was the belt that it was cracking, and then it broke right in the middle of that thing. We were in line. It was hot. It was like 106 degrees, and oh man, it was crazy. Luckily, like the agents over there, the border agents helped us out, but I feel bad because just touching the truck, it was so hot. And that's when I turned it on for the first time. And I was like, when they helped me push it out of the way, I turned it on, and I just went fast towards a gas station. And that's when I checked everything was broken, and it gave me another opportunity to move it somewhere else where I could work on it. And I worked on it, and I replaced the radiator right there. But anyways, it's simple, guys. You see this right here. Sometimes it's hard to pinpoint when the things are breaking down. So as long as you're not as scared to get dirty, or like you keep that in your mind, just keep driving it like that, and eventually the problem will show off itself. You know, at first you hear it, but you cannot pinpoint where it is. Like, I didn't know this. I could hear it. Something was grinding. Something was about to break, but I didn't know what it was. And this morning when I checked, it was like this moving, and like it only drove it like for another 10 minutes. And when I was coming back, I got the battery icon. When I checked, yeah, the thing was already gone. But anyways, guys, I might try to edit this video, not for it to be that long, but just to show you real quick. That's a good information, good advice on like if you want to work on those areas on your truck. Sometimes just by putting in ramps, removing the mud covers, and you have decent access to it. Okay, and it's always good to invest in a few of those. I love those. Those always becoming handy. And now I need to go to the store and get this pulley. See you guys. I might show you how it was to put it back. We'll see. Take care. All right, my friends, we're back. I got the pulley replacement right here. This is what I got at O'Reilly's Auto Parts. $40 for this one. And it's the same fit as this. You know, it fits the same circumference, same groups, same amount of groups. So that's all I need. They didn't have this though. I didn't even know what to search for. We tried to find it, but I couldn't find it. The only reason I wanted to get this is because it seems like the edges right here, since this one was wobbling, all of this wore off a little bit, the outside part of it. But I don't think it's important because it's pretty much like it doesn't make contact with it. This is the center is the most important part of it. It's like a big washer pretty much. And as long as this is fine, this should be good, because this one goes on a guide, where it mounts. It's like a metal guide that sticks into here, and then you just put that the bolt, and that's it. Done deal. I don't think matter which side, but I'm gonna put it obviously with the lettering towards the outside like that. So we're gonna do that real quick. So I just wanted to show you how it's gonna be to replace it. Hold on, guys. So I'm just gonna turn on my flashlight and we'll put it back right here. This is the guide that I'm talking about. It's for the belt seats. So this is just gonna go in there. Well, it's sitting on the guide. Then we just put this right here. I'm gonna stay on right now. I think I need to use the bolt right away. Okay. I should be using both hands, but I can't. It's the position that I'm trying to hold it. There you go. Sorry. I'm concentrating over here. I didn't put attention to the camera. It was all facing the other way. Alright. It's just a matter of putting the bolt in there. It's look blurry as with me. Okay. I'm still too loose. Need to do a little bit more by hand. There you go. Let's see. That's pretty much it. Not too hard. And there you go. Spinning now. Can't see this. Looks so nice so you can't see. Alright. Maybe a little bit more. I don't want to do too much. That should be good. I don't know, overdo it, over tighten it. Love these guys. Look at these. Why does it get hot, man? Alright guys, just real quick, my phone kept getting hot, and I don't know why, and when that was happening it would shut down the camera, so I couldn't record the rest of the work that I did on the truck. But pretty much you saw until I tighten it, and after that it was just a matter of I did a quick research online on the diagram on the serpentine belt. Put the belt, you know. Hope you guys know how to put the belt.
it's all in the tensioner. You know, you gotta put your ratchet in there, or like some type of extension. You put it in there. You turn, and the tensioner moves, giving you the space that you need to put the belt in place. Then you let go, and then tightens it. You know. After that, I started the truck. Truck runs. It runs the same, but that noise, man, I couldn't pinpoint, and I should have recorded what kind of noise it was. It was when I would turn it on the first times when it was picking up speed, maybe first gear or a little bit getting to second gear, you could hear like a little grinding, but it's hard to describe it, you know. And I keep looking online what it was, and I couldn't find the same noise. I should have recorded it. I couldn't find the same noise, and I was like, what is that noise, you know? It's like when you put like two metals and they make a little bit of contact, but not like, you know, just like I don't know. Anyways, that is sometimes when I would turn it on and it was already giving up, you could hear like clink, 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 or like something. And the thing is that the bearing was already very worn out. The bearing was worn out, so there's a lot of that has play, and the little metal on the washer, it's what's hitting it already, you know. It's not straight. And when that's already has a play, it means like the bearing is giving out those little like metal marbles that has in there to spin. They're already like falling off, you know, and once they fall off, that's it, it's gone, you know. Or once one comes off, that's it, because it's like full of them. There's no gap in between them. They all spin together. Once one falls off, they become loose, and then more loose, and they're just like, it's just bad. But after that, my truck doesn't make no more sounds. When I turn it on, smooth after I put the idler pulley, you know. So I know it's not much. I couldn't record the video putting it back together. I would have liked to do that, but it's pretty much reversal, you know. But you guys didn't see the belt and how I put the belt back in. So there's plenty of videos for you to put the belt back in. But I just like, if you ever got that noise and that fails you, and if you're a little far, I mean, you might still be able to take it home. Just do it like in parts, you know. Don't let it like warm up, or I mean, don't let it overheat or something. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if when that happens, it's gonna record your overheating properly, because the water has to be moving in the engine for it to detect the temperature. So if the water's not moving, or the antifreeze is not moving, maybe the reading's not gonna be accurate, because it might be hotter on the engine since the water is not circulating than the temperature sensor is not gonna detect the accurate temperature. So I would suggest not to drive it. If you can't, don't drive it, you know. Like, if you far away, don't drive it. And if you're like 15-20 minutes away, I said do 5 at a time, and then just sit for another 5-10 minutes, and then do another one, and like that, you know. Other than that, I'm sorry for the length of the video. I try to cut it as much as I can, you know. And I like to put all these little videos, and I need to get me a camera or something that I can have wearing it while working on it. That way it's easier and gives you better view of everything, because sometimes with the phone we'll just use one hand and can. But always try to spread the knowledge out there, a little bit of knowledge that we have. And here, I'm a little sick, but I'm getting better now. And just help each other out, you know. Hopefully this video helps one of you out there. And see you next time, guys. See ya.